Welcome back to Zombicide Black Plague Quest 8, the Evil Temple with Baldrick. The Bumbler himself and his band of adventurers. Let's figure out what we're going to do. We've got to try and get rid of this necromancer. He is a problem in the making. Of course, we've got 3 more objective location sites that we have to find. We've got to get the vault keys, the green one to get to the yellow vault, which has dragon bile and torch, and the blue key that opens up the vault down to where the abomination is hiding out with a couple of relics. Alright, let's zoom down and begin. I think we're going to begin with Morrigan because she's got that nice vampiric crossbow and we want to try and take out the fatties if we can. So let's have her going first. I'd really like to get rid of these guys. They are problematic. So Morrigan, unfortunately, has to use her first 2 actions to get out into the street. 1, 2. So now Morrigan's out here with Nelly. She's got a final action. Now, the nice thing about Morrigan, let us not forget, because this is actually pretty awesome. She's got Reaper combat. What Reaper means is she can take out 1 more of any one type of zombie she's attacking. And it doesn't matter if she uses a spell, a ranged attack, or a melee attack. So what's nice right now is if she only needs to get 1 hit, and she can take both fatties out. And she's currently at 3 experience, so that will keep us in the blue zone as well. Alright, Vampiric Crossbow uses, let's take a look at that. We are rolling 2 dice, hitting on a 4+, and they will kill fatties. And she does have plenty of bolts. She can re-roll this. So we only need to get 1/4 to take out both fatties for her. That's her special ability. Yikers. Alright, she has plenty of bolts. We're getting rid of those dice. With the plenty of bolts, she can fire again. Come on, we need 1 hit. Oh my god. Alright, she just loads up the bolts and she doesn't even need her special Reaper ability. She absolutely skewers both of them with the 1 shot. She needed plenty of bolts to re-roll, but wow, nicely done. Morrigan, taking her from 3 experience up to 5. Oh, we really needed to clean the streets there. Alright, I have to figure out now who is going next. Alright, we are going to have the Bumbler himself go, Baldrick. His first action, he has a free spellcasting action. He also has Transmutation spell, which he's probably going to use that. His first action will be to search, and he finds apples. Discard this card to gain experience. Because, yeah, Baldrick needs apples. However, that was his first action. His free spellcasting action. He is going to use the Transmutation. He's like, I don't like apples, I'm allergic to them. So he's going to use Transmutation once per turn. As an action, casting the Transmutation spell, the survivor discards an equipment card of your choosing from his inventory. Then draw an equipment card for him. He can reorganize his inventory for free. This is not a search action. The card is played as normal. So this Transmutation spell... oh, hang on. He's got to rearrange... before he does that... Okay, hang on a second. He's got to equip the Transmutation spell. So, his first action was to find the apples. His second action is to rearrange his backpack. To put the Transmutation spell in his hand, which he hasn't done yet. He's doing it right now. His free spell casting will be to turn the apples into something else. And the apples... like magic, right before Anne's eyes, turn into a plate armor. Wow! So Baldrick turns the apples into plate armor. Wow, that's awesome. And he should give that to Samson. And you know what he's going to do? He's putting that in his backpack. He's not going to wear that, believe it or not. That was his Transmutation spell. So, that was his free spell casting. So he found the apples, turned the apples into plate armor, and did an exchange. So he actually has 1 action remaining, and he's just going to stay there. Does he want to give Anne the plate armor? Oof. She currently has a shield. You know what? He's going to, for his final action, he's going to do an exchange action with Anne. He's going to say, hey, Anne, do you like these apples? How do you like them apples? And he's going to give her the plate armor, which she will equip. And then she'll give Baldrick the shield, because he doesn't actually need it. So he will take the shield. All right, way to go. That was actually pretty good. That was Baldrick taking his turn. And now, up next, who do we want to have go next? Let's have Samson go next, I think. All right, Samson's going next. He's going to go 1-2 in here with Anne and Baldrick. That's 2 actions. For his third action, he will do... What is he going to do? He wants the shield from... So his third action is to exchange with Baldrick. He will just take the shield. And now what's nice about Samson here, if we look... I can get his card out of the thing. If we look up in this area, he can put a shield in here. This slot may hold a shield instead, so he can put a shield here, which is awesome. So now he's got armor 4+, and because of his iron hide, whenever he rolls, he gets a 3+ if he wants that. That is so cool. All right, Anne, I love Anne having that plate mail. That is so awesome. She's rolling 3+ now. Cool. It's all going well. That was Samson. That was his entire turn. Last up, we have Anne, and we have Nelly. Okay, let's have Anne going next. All right, Anne with her newfound plate mail. I think she is going to, for her very first action, she will do a search because she's in the room. So each character can do only 1 search per turn. So she's going to do a search and she finds Chain Lightning. She should give that to Baldrick. But that's she's going to give it to Baldrick, or is she going to keep it? I mean, she can keep it and use it. She's going to keep it. You know what? She's going to equip that. So she actually has Chain Lightning now that she can cast. It's going to cost her an action to cast it, but she can cast it. That was her first action. Her second action is Bloodlust Melee. She's going to leap out here into the street, going 1-2 spaces, and attack the runner with her short sword. I believe, yeah, she's got a short sword. So it hits on a 4+, doing 1 damage. That's all she needs to do. So Anne just needs to whack-a-mole this guy at a 4+. And she, oh yeah, this is Anne. She's not fooling around. She's got her plate mail. She does her Bloodlust Melee. She takes out the runner. And she gets herself an experience. She's up to 2. And I do believe, so she did a search, a Bloodlust Melee. While she's got 1 action remaining, she might as well move back into the street with Morgan and Nelly. It's the girls are now chatting together in the street. Up last is Nelly. Nelly last time found this really nice repeating crossbow, rolling 3 dice, hitting on a 5+. So let's get down here with Nelly and see what she's going to do. Nelly's going to try and use her crossbow. She does not have plenty of bolts, but that's okay. So she has a free move action. She's going to move right here. Now she's got a bead on the Necromancer and the 2 walkers in this zone. Now the hierarchy of who gets hit, of course the walkers will be hit first. So if we look at our targeting priority, walkers, Deadeye walkers, then fatty abominations, and then runners, and then zombie wolf, and then necromancers. So I don't have the zombie wolves in here. That'd just be craziness. We probably get to them at some point in time. So the walkers will get hit first, and then the necromancer. She has 3 actions remaining because she has a free move. So she moved there for free. She's going to attack with her repeating crossbow 3 times. And it rolls 3 dice, hits on a 5+. So let's go. Nelly, first attack. And she gets 1. So she gets rid of 1 walker. We'll take it. That puts her to 2 experience. Her second attack, she gets 2 more attacks with this crossbow. Oh, yes. And she even will have 1 action remaining. That's 2 hits. So she takes out the walker, and then she skewers the necromancer. Both of them are worth an experience. So she goes from 2 experience up to 4. She has 1 action remaining. Does she want to move there? I don't really think so. Or does she? But then the walker... No, I think she's just going to give up her final action. Yeah, she's going to give up her final action. That's everybody going. And now it is time for the zombies to move, and then we're going to have a bit of spawning. Alright, we should have everything in there. So as a recap, Baldrick is currently sitting at 6 XP, the blue zone. Anne is at 2 XP, Nelly's at 4 XP, Samson's at 6, still in the blue zone, and Morrigan is at 5. Alright, zombies will move. The walkers are walking down the street slowly. That's not a problem. This walker obviously sees Nelly, comes at her. The fatty... I believe that's one. Is that? No, that's got to be 2 sections. Walker, yeah, because there's stairway there. So 1, 2. I think these 2 walkers are going to go here. This walker is going to go here. That's all zombies on the board. Now it is time to spawn. Oh, we have to remove 1 spawn point. I'm almost tempted to get rid of this spawn point because we got 2 doors and we have a vault and a location there. And you know what? I think we're maybe this is crazy. We're going to remove this spawn point from over here. We're removing it from over here, which means this necromancer one becomes permanent. So we have a double spawn point right there. But we get rid of that spawn point. Right, because when you get rid of a necromancer, you get to remove any 1 spawn point from the board. Okay. It is time now for spawning. And so with that rearrangement, I'm just going to go 1, 2, and 3. So let's get spawning up here in the north first. Alright, we have 2 spawn locations here from now on. We've changed the map. And everyone's still just barely in the blue zone. 2 walkers. So we get a couple of walkers showing up there on the first. And we have another spawn point at the same location. So in the blue, we get a double spawn. Okay, so we get a double spawn at the one below. So let's do a double spawn at the one at the bottom. Alright, so the double spawn starts right here. So the first is going to be 1 fatty. Okay, we got a fatty down there. And the second of the double spawns is going to be 3 Deadeye Walkers. At least they are a long way away. 3 Deadeye Walkers. So Robin Hood and a couple of his merry men, undead versions, are now down here. They will be making their way up the street shortly. Okay, that's it for today. I will zoom out and we'll wrap it up. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So, Baldrick turning apples into plate mail. I love it. I'm pretty sure that this entire deck is called equipment. I believe the apples are equipment. I'm going to play it that way. Everything in that deck is equipment. So transmutation can turn anything he finds into something else. That is actually so cool that he finds a bunch of apples. He finds a bag of apples and he transmutes them into plate mail armor, which he then hands off to Crazy Anne, who immediately leaps out into the street with her new plate mail, skewering down a runner. I love it. I love how this game builds a ridiculous story as you play. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Zombicide Black Plague Quest 8, The Evil Temple, with Baldrick and his bumbling band of adventurers.